Hello there everyone, this is Alex from Hardcore Guides bringing you BioShock Survivor No Vita-Chamber Guide. And today we're going to be taking off into Medical Pavilion this time. And I did die once here. Only one time I did die, and I won't be keeping track of all the deaths. Because I had this little kind of silly idea at the end of maybe every guide. It depends on like how many times I die in like a guide. But I'll put all the really kind of funny or stupid deaths. And since I probably won't die like a whole lot in BioShock, I'm not saying that I will. You know, I'm not saying like I'm super pro or anything. I'm just saying like I probably will not die as much or as often, so I'm not really going to do a whole lot of that. I didn't really skip that hacking because, well, I'm lazy. Well, actually, I don't think I'm going to skip any of the hacking because I'm not going to do it as much. Because this is BioShock. I will have plenty of money and I will have plenty of hack tools to do so. At least I should. If I have to hack legitimately, then I will. Right here, I actually hide behind this little fence, and I'm using my security bot, which I used to call Hackbot, to kind of fend off the second guy in the room. Because all he is a lead head. He's not really much of a problem, but I'd rather have my security bot deal with him instead of me, because I don't want to take a whole lot of damage if there's no Vita-Chambers, because if I die, it's game over pretty much. Right here, there's going to be a thug splicer running through here. Shock him, whack him. Now run behind the door, like, okay, you see where I was right there? Run behind that door, because if your security bot, if you hacked it, he will start shooting inside the door. Usually they don't come inside the door, but sometimes they do. Sometimes, most of the time, they actually don't come inside the door. So let him shoot inside the door, lead the thugger splicer towards the door, and let the security bot take him down. Right here, whip out the machine gun and mow these guys down, because for some reason, well, actually not for some reason, I think this is supposed to be the way. Since this is, you know, technically the second level, the machine gun does a crap load of damage to these guys. Use the machine gun on that whole wave. I mean, if you want to take the risk of using like a wrench or a pistol, that's fine, but I definitely recommend using the machine gun because you can mow them down a lot faster and you have plenty of ammo to do so. Or at least you should. Right here, I actually noticed that there's actually band-aids. And I've never seen that before. That's the first thing I've noticed in this run that's new to me. Eventually, one day, I'll probably find everything, and then, you know, it'd be to the point where, like, why should I even play BioShock anymore? I'm not gonna find anything new anyway. Try your best to at least try to keep the security bot running. The security bot can hold his own, that's true, but you're definitely gonna need him for, you know, a little bit later. Right there, I bought some electric buck. I usually don't do that, but, you know, I decided, hey, what the hell? They got electric buck. Might as well get some more while I had the chance. Because of that Big Daddy fight that's coming later in this episode. I will actually be doing... This whole episode is going to be revolved around the Medical Pavilion. It's not going to be like a two-parter or anything like that. I'll try to keep the levels as short as I possibly can. As short and sweet as I possibly can. If it gets to the point where it's like maybe like over 30 minutes, I might just cut it off and like do like a whole different part. Now here, I run up and I shock down the turret bot because I don't have the tonic or the... Actually, I don't have the research camera yet, so I can't actually get the research bonus to hack into like security systems automatically. That's a thing we're actually going to get later, so I'm going to be getting all the research done again because the research in this game is very potent and very useful. Again, I didn't skip the hacking because I didn't feel like there's really any need to skip all that stuff, so, you know, just let you guys see. Now, hack both of them. You can buy them out. If you have an automatic hack tool, do that, but if you... Just, anyway, just hack them. Shock them, and then hack them. Let him take down the splicer right here. You actually... Just let him take down the splicer, because there's going to be a splicer over in that room that's going to come out from behind you. So come into the turret room and just stay hidden and let the turrets in your security bot take them down. There's actually more than one. I think there's like two more in this little area that spawned. As you can see, I think there was one splicer running off in the distance over there. Yeah, there's one. There's two right here. Yeah, and she ran up to the health machine and she healed herself. Make sure that you hack the health stations because one, you'll get cheaper health. Two, when a splicer walks up to the health station and gets health when they get damaged by you or whatever the case may be, they will actually instantly die, and that is something that is totally useful in this game. And I even did that in my Let's Play a few times too, because I just feel like if I'm going to fight a splicer and they're going to get away from me, I might as well, you know, put a little trick up my sleeve and hack the machine and kill them off that way. What's funny is a hacked vending machine or a service of values will actually drop a bomb, but the weird thing is it doesn't actually drop a bomb in this because nobody really goes up to the vending machines besides you, except for one person. One person later on in Hephaestus actually is scripted to go up to a vending machine, buy something, and blow up. Now in BioShock 2's multiplayer, that's when somebody actually can get blown up by a vending machine because you can hack vending machines and stuff like that or the like. That way, like when an opponent comes up and walks up and tries to buy something from it or try to grab something from it, or just walk up to it in front of a general and they'll just get blown up by a grenade and instantly die. And it's kind of interesting to see that and kind of fun just to play around with that. But not a lot of people get killed by it. I hack actually both, I think. You can break them. If you break them, you get a free med kit. But I like to hack them just in case. Because there's going to be more there's going to be like one more splicer that spawns out here. No, there's going to be like a nitro that's going to spawn out here. And there's be like another splicer later on. But as far as I know, right now, those two splicers are the only ones that are really spawned out in this area. And so I think we took them both out that time. Just dispatch of them, just, you know, let them go on their own way. If they run away, let them. Make sure you hack the health stations because once they lose plenty of health, they'll want to go heal back up. And that's the thing that I like about BioShock's AI is like, they will heal up, but they're stupid enough to go back and, you know, heal up at a hacked station. They don't know it's hacked. You know it's hacked because it's colored that way. And that's just the game's way of telling you, hey, you hacked it. But like, if this was real life, you probably wouldn't see it. I'm just saying, I know I'm trying to say, like, if BioShock was in real life. Yeah, I did kill them off, I did kill both of them off. I like to grab cigarettes a lot because, I mean, I can take the, if I've got plenty of health, I can take the damage for it. There is actually a splicer that actually spawns down here too, so be very careful, be wary of that. It spawns right behind you. And she is kind of a little bit annoying. I have to admit, she kind of is. He or she, there should be one that spawns down here. Okay, there it is. Actually, I think no, she came from earlier. Okay, so she was up there earlier, and I shocked her plenty enough to plenty enough to kill her. Come in this room, we actually have a hack tool in here. Hack tools automatically hack, like vending machines, turrets, and stuff like that. You go to the hack menu, and then you hit square or X or whatever button you may be using, V for like a keyboard or something like that. Depends on what you've mapped your stuff to. That splicer right there is going to get blown up by a nitro splicer. The best way to take out the nitro, this is going to be a really funny one. Well, not really funny. I got lucky right here because he ran into that, well, he ran into the front room, but he ran into like a different side of that room. I ran completely past him, went to the security camera, hacked it, and now I'm going to let the security camera catch him. That way I don't have to deal with him. So yeah, in no Vita-Chamber run, I'm trying to be as smart as I possibly can, because I know if I die, it's pretty much game over until like my last save spot. Which I did save once because of a Big Daddy fight. I'll probably do that occasionally. I'll probably save it before the Big Daddy fight. That way, if I die at the Big Daddy, I can go back and try it again. Or I can just say, okay, I'm not strong enough to take out the Big Daddy. I'm just going to go on, and then I'll come back. I will be getting every Big Daddy, and I might just do like a video of me going back to like all the other previous Big Daddies that I probably skipped. That way, you know, I don't really bore everybody with me going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. If I can't take out a Big Daddy now, which the only ones I can't take out are Rosies, I'm not really familiar with. I'm familiar with taking out Rosies. I've killed them plenty of times. It's just the fact that I don't really know any super secret strategy about them right now. All I know is you can throw like mines back at them. And here, there's actually a splicer. Don't fight the splicer. Just go down here, grab the Incinerate, and just burn down the oil. That way you can kill her or him. I think it's a her in this one. You can kill the splicer along with the other 3 splicers that are scripted to spawn. Yeah, they are scripted to spawn in, so they're gonna die automatically. It's just a way to teach you how to use Incinerate. And if you're lucky enough, the splicer will be stupid enough and walk in the oil with the other splicers that are scripted. Keep in mind, the one that I'm talking about now is not scripted. He or she will walk into the fire and die. And it's really nice to kind of have that little touch there. Oh, man. I'm definitely enjoying this guide, though. I mean, I didn't record very much. I've only gotten as far up to this. This is exactly how far I've gotten up to beating Medical Pavilion. I'm in Neptune's Bounty right now. I've not started that yet. Because I'm kind of working on like Ninja Gaiden and stuff like that. I'm trying to get, you know, that Let's Play going and stuff like that. So that's just, like, you know, this is not my main channel or anything like that. So I just do videos for this because it's fun. And here, there's actually 2 splicers in this location. Or this room, I should say. There's one over here on the left and one on the right. And of course, she's real easy to take down. If there's water in the vicinity, if you burn a splicer, they will run towards the water. You can use that trick to your advantage, though. Keep that in mind. If you burn a splicer and there's water around you, they will go inside the water and try to cool off. And if they go inside the water, whip out Electro Bolt and shock them to death. It's the best way to do it. And I actually fought Stein, and I did a really good job in fighting Stein this time, because I remember back in my Let's Play of this, I had a lot of trouble fighting Stein for some reason. And I had Vita-Chambers on too, so I don't know what the deal was. I guess I just sucked. It's pretty interesting to see like my damage just so powerful against these enemies now all of a sudden. Like I feel like when I play BioShock, like I feel like I've gotten stronger just by attacking, using my powers in general, you know, and stuff like that. Right there, you don't have to hack that. Don't hack it. Don't worry about it. If you got plenty of armor-piercing bullets, which I think I did at the time, just destroy it, because the only way to get that door to open is for you to go behind that threshold, behind that cabinet over there. There's like a little threshold, kind of like an invisible line where you cross, and the game will script it to where that lady would throw the corpse, and then you go behind the cabinet, and there's another line behind the cabinet, an invisible line the developers put in, and then once you cross that threshold, that's when the door will open and stuff like that. And you've already killed off the splicer as it is. It's really pointless. It's just there to be there. I like to hack it just because, if I ever actually need the convenience of using it, I will use it. There's a splicer that does spawn out here if you... I missed like 2 shots right here. I'm ridiculously bad shot right there. She only spawns once you go in that room, and once you come back out of that room, that's when she decides to spawn. I will be teaching you guys the splicer spawns here, so I'll let you know if there's a splicer that does come up so you can be prepared for that. Go for a headshot on this guy. When you burn that ice, stay behind and then shoot him in the head. Get that headshot on him, because he'll throw the desk your way and he'll knock the bandages everywhere. And that's kind of a problem. And not really a bad problem, but just kind of a really annoying problem. I do actually hack this turret bot. Again, I recommend destroying it, because really, who are we going to use this against besides like one person? It's just this first level, really, there's nobody to really fight against using turrets and stuff like that besides the main room that we were coming from. Oh boy. Right here, grab this stuff. If you got Telekinesis by now, you can come back and grab it like that, but the best thing I did, I think either I shut it off or I whacked it off. And the thing is, I got scared. I got scared a little bit. I'm like, oh god, did I break it? Because I saw like a blue pellet fly off of it, and I thought I broke it. And I'm like, oh god, no. But Eve hypos are strong. They don't break. I don't hack the security camera right here. Instead, I whip out, again, armor piercing, and I just blow them down, because I got like 15 shots on me. It only takes like 4. So, yeah, not a big deal. Mostly, turrets and security cameras usually do like the same amount of health. Well, turrets have more health than like security cameras, of course, but they pretty much go down a lot quicker when you've got armor piercing on. Armor piercing works against anything metallic, meaning big daddies as well, and just all kinds of like turrets and stuff and of the such. No, there's no splicer in this room though. There is actually a splicer that will spawn outside of this room. Once you go inside that vent, she will spawn in, and you just stay in the vent and just whack at her like this. Just shoot her down like that. Just stay inside the vent and just take her out that way. We're trying to play it as safe as possible, but at the same time trying to be not really like badass, but I'm not trying to be badass. I'm just trying to, play it safe. At the same time, I played the game a million times now, so I know exactly where pretty much everybody's going to come from. I know where everybody is. That's a cool thing about BioShock, is like once you play it once or twice or as many times as I have, you'll eventually notice like every single pattern. You'll start noticing like where everybody comes from and stuff like that, and it's it's not ridiculous. It's just it's interesting to know like where the developers actually put these people into place at, and where these certain thresholds are at. And you know, I didn't start noticing like thresholds until about God of War. Like when I played God of War a lot, I started to kind of realize like where patterns are and stuff like that, and like where enemies will eventually spawn, and I can use that to my advantage. Like in God of War 2, there's a place in God of War 2, I don't remember where it was. It's after you hit that head, you destroy that head. No, it wasn't. No, I think, okay, there's a bridge. Before you go to this bridge, there's like these guys that spawn on the bridge towards you. They come towards you. If you run back far enough, they won't even go through this doorway. They won't even go through the doorway. You can take them out that way. They're wraiths. You can take them out that way, and that's just awesome. I remember finding that out on accident. I'm like, oh my god, this is awesome. And I was so excited that I actually figured something out, and I was happy. Right around here, there's going to be... This is where we're going to get telekinesis at. There's actually a propane tank in this room. Do not use that propane tank just yet. I like to use a propane tank on the spicer that does spawn. Again, scripted spawning, threshold, stuff like that. Yeah, I hacked that, and I'm grabbing all this stuff because... I didn't grab it at first because I know what's inside. It was a first aid kit and an Eve hypo. It's always a first aid kit and always an Eve hypo inside there. They didn't really change that up. Once you've burned all, like, the ice, switch out Incinerate with Telekinesis. This way you can at least have Electrovolt while you have the chance. And I remember my Let's Play, when I was fighting Steinman, I'm like, oh god, I probably should have kept Incinerate. No, actually I was wrong. I should have kept Telekinesis and Electrovolt, which is what I did. I just didn't use... I didn't use the propane tanks to my advantage. I sucked at using them. I failed at it. I really did. I sucked so bad at using propane tanks in that little Let's Play of mine. I think I actually come back in this room and I think I grab like an Eve hypo or a first aid kit or something like that. Hey, if it's free, it's free, right? Well, I mean, it wasn't really technically free, but like it was there, and I might as well come back and grab it, right? If you guys notice like any background noises, don't worry about it. It's just either my fan from my computer or it's probably like outside noises because I have my window like a little bit cracked, and I'm afraid that thing's gonna like fly up. So yeah, and again, there's people in the background that like to make just lots of noise for whatever reason. You know what's funny is in that little shot right there, when I happened to shoot that security camera, I shot it from the window. I actually got a shot off. I realized I had a shot off on him because I noticed how there were sparks coming out of him. And when there's sparks coming out of him, that's a good identification of like, oh, I hit him. Okay, good. I just wanted to try something out there. You can just go in and bust a cap on his ass. You've got plenty of time to kill him with armor piercing. Earlier, I jumped on those cabinets or that shelf to shock the water. If you shock the water in the same room you are and there's no spicer in that room, it will not hit the spicer in the other room. You have to shock the other room's water in order to kill that spicer inside there. That's the weird part, though. That's the weird part about BioShock, so I want to let you guys know about that now, ahead of time. It's kind of funny, like, when I play BioShock normally, I mean, I have 9 Eve hypos and 9 first aid kits right now. I'm always locked on Eve hypos. Like, I've always got, like, 9 Eve hypos up my butt. It's crazy. Like, I always have Eve hypos everywhere. I do go back and pick everything else up. I just want to get this to go. Once you come in this room and you grab those band-aids, a body will spawn. It's scripted. There's nothing really you can do about it. You just go in this room and you can deal with it, and yeah. Grab the band-aids here if you need some health. Open the door just in case you need to come back. Just, you know, hit that button and I'll open the door. There'll be actually another tonic right here which we'll grab, and it just slows down, I think, time. I think it slows down the fluid. Turn around here, aim for the head with the shotgun, and one shot with the shotgun in the head will take this guy out. Don't hit him with your wrench, don't hit him with your pistol, don't hit him with your machine gun. Just bust and cap on his ass with your shotgun. This person's already spawned in this room. You see that propane tank right there that's laying on the ground in front of that cabinet? Shoot that propane tank. I didn't know that I thought she ran out of the door. I looked for her body. I'm like, where the hell did she go? Did it blow her up that bad? I actually did. She flew way over here. I did open the door just to make sure, but I saw the pistol. I'm like, okay, so she's dead, obviously, because she did drop a pistol and she was a lighthead. I got stuck there for some reason. I don't know how I got stuck. I got stuck between the chair and the shelf, or the cabinet thing, and then I just kind of had to break my way out of that. with my wrench, my good old trusty pipe wrench. Because if I would have got stuck there, I probably would have had to restart all over, and I didn't want to do that. Because I already died, and I'm like, I don't want to do this again. I come back in this room just to check on the safe to make sure I got everything. Because I wanted to use an Eve Hypo. Because I remembered earlier I had an Eve Hypo, and I'm like, where was that damn Eve Hypo? Like, what safe was it? And watching this video again, I realized which it was. Obviously, because we just came from that room. And right here, a Nitro Splicer will already be spawned once you complete all the rooms in there, or just once you come back in general. Like once you, yeah, pretty much once you come back in general, there will be a Nitro Splicer that spawns. We don't have the research on him, so he's gonna automatically throw a grenade every single time. Make sure that you just use Telekinesis and throw the grenade right back at his ass. If there's any Splicers in this vicinity again, you can grab his grenade once he drops it, once he dies, because when you kill a Nitro Splicer, what they do is they drop a grenade, and they always drop a grenade pretty much, unless they've blown it, unless you've gotten the research on them enough to where they've already blown themselves up, which that's going to be a key factor we'll have later on. I'll explain all that stuff later once we get to that point. I don't know why I kept the grenade. I don't know if you know why I picked it up in the first place. I thought it would be kind of cool just to bring it with me. At least this is not BioShock 2's multiplayer, because if we were holding down Telekinesis, our Eve would drop. And I'm not like, I know, just no. I mean, that's multiplayer, I understand that, but, you know, still. For some reason, I don't know why, but the game didn't let me, like, I crossed the line where you're supposed to go. As you can see right here, hold on. I see I crossed that line, and Steinman doesn't even appear. I don't know why he didn't appear. It's kind of an odd little thing right there. You see this corpse on the wheelchair. If you knock her off with the wrench, I prefer, you can grab her wheelchair, bring it over to this little gate right here. If you put it on, like, on the top of the stairs, you can jump right on top of it and fly right over the fence. I've done it before, just this time I couldn't do it. As you can see, I had a hell of a time getting through that, so that was kind of stupid on me trying to do that again, see if it actually worked, but it didn't. There's actually going to be a security bot and a turret bot that will spawn. Shock the security bot, blow up the turret bot. There's really no use for him. Bring the security bot with you. I think I hacked him too. He should be coming with me. I don't know why I put on static discharge. I should have not, because in Survivor No Vita-Chamber run, it's a bad thing to have it. And I said that back in my Let's Play of this game. It's bad to have. You do not want that on, because if a Big Daddy hits you, or like if somebody hits you and you're walking around a Big Daddy, that Big Daddy will get engaged and he'll be pissed and he'll want to fight you back. So, because what static discharge does is when you get hit by a Splicer or anybody relatively, it will actually shock the area around you. It's good for like Big Daddy fights, yes, but if like there's a Splicer walking around a Big Daddy and you get hit around that Big Daddy, that shock's going to hit that Big Daddy and that Big Daddy is going to get mad and fight you. So it's not a good thing to have. Unless you know like where that Big Daddy is. Like for instance, like, oh, I know where he's at. I could just go ahead and just, you know, do all that good fancy stuff. I don't have to worry about him at all. No. You know, there's really no point in worrying about him. I destroyed that. I don't know why I'm using buckshot. I'm just like being like all badass over here. I'm like, yeah, I can use guns. I could use as much ammo as I want. Right here, I do fast forward this little bit because I've seen this part before, so I'm just going to let this part a little, you know, fast forward. It's not really a cutscene, it's just kind of like an in-game thing going on. I can move around. Now, this is Steinman. He's our first boss. What you do is, if you have Incinerate, burn him. If you don't, whip out Telekinesis and throw a propane tank at him. Make sure you land that propane tank. He's going to run in the water, shuck the water, dead. Look at that. Look how fast. I was like, am I even on Survivor mode? I was tempted to go back and check to make sure I was actually on Survivor mode. I'm like, Jesus Christ, that was quick. That was too quick. Because I remember back in my Let's Play of this, I'm like, oh, I can't even. I was having a hard time trying to kill him off. And, okay, to be honest, I don't usually have that hard of a time. That's usually how every time I fight, Steinman goes. Because Steinman is really, he's a splicer, he's a leadhead splicer, but he's a lot stronger than your natural leadhead splicer. Due to the fact that he needs to be a boss character. So, yeah. Right here, there's going to spawn, I think, 4 thug splicers. And there is water around them where they actually will run through. You can shuck the water and kill them off instantly, but I decided just to whip out the machine gun and just do that. I recommend for people who've never really done Survivor No Vita-Chamber run before, or just never really played Survivor before, and you just kind of want to save yourself the trouble now. Go ahead and just use like Electro Bolt on the water right there in that room. And I did forget to completely like either destroy this or just completely hack it. I didn't do it just because I didn't really. Again, I didn't really feel like doing it. Hopefully, I think I did do like a cut right here. This should be like an edit coming up. There should be. I believe there is. Yes. Yes. Okay. So there was a cutscene right there, and this is our first little sister encounter we get to deal with. I'm gonna harvest because. Okay. So how this works? If you if you rescue a little sister, you only get 160 atom from it. Okay. And if you rescue 3, then you will actually. Hang on, folks. Let me get out my calculator here real quick. If you harvest, I think you get like, what was it, 260? I'll have to go back and look. I think you get like 108. God damn it. Okay. Actually, I don't need a calculator for this. Well, anyway, if you get like 160, and you do like 3 times, then you pretty much got. Okay, what is that noise? Like, just it's like this noise, but somebody's like laying on the freaking bed. Okay, screw math. I'm not gonna worry about it. Well, anyway, if you rescue 3 little sisters, you'll eventually get like 360 atom from like a teddy bear. They'll actually give you like atom from it and stuff like that. And over time, I think that harvesting you get more atom. So yeah, we got like 160 from harvesting. No, you get 80 from rescuing. Because you only get like half if you rescue, and you get like, yeah. So just harvest. I mean, I know what you're thinking. You're probably like, why would I harvest a little girl like that? She's so sweet and nice. Well, just do it. Right here, I'm kind of lucky because I actually got to keep my turrets. And, by the way, I'm not really bad at math. I just don't feel like doing it. I know. You're probably like, whoa, what a friggin' dick. Can't even do math. No, I can. I just don't feel like doing it because there's really no point in explaining something that I already know, which is harvesting is more. Better. So right here, I do save it. I don't cut it out. I'm just going to show you guys me saving it right here just to, prove that I did save it and stuff like that. Just to make sure. Because if I was doing no Vita-Chambers, I wouldn't be saving it. I probably would have been like completely just neglecting the fact of even saving the damn thing. Now, if you collected plenty of like Electro Bolt throughout the game, or to this point, you should have enough to like take him down. I would have died right there. Do you see how much a bouncer's like charge attack does? Yeah, a ridiculous amount. Make sure you utilize as much Electro Bolt as you can. And also, let the turret destroy him too. There actually is a propane tank in this room. I just didn't use it. I don't know why I didn't use it. I guess actually I know why. I didn't see it. That's what it was. I didn't see the damn thing. The weird thing is, even though I'm attacking the Big Daddy right in front of the turret, which he should be able to shoot that thing to that wall. Or maybe not. No, I don't think he can, actually. Yeah, I don't think he can. Right around here, I'm trying to like yell at my turret. I'm like, would you just please shoot the damn thing? He's almost dead too. He actually stays alive, and I have to kill him. I have to kill the turret myself. You can only use, I think, like 2 Electro Bolts because we don't have very much Eve on us. By the way, what I bought at that Gatherer's Guard machine, I bought a health upgrade and an Eve upgrade. Buy both. Just even if you rescue, just buy both of them. And yeah, there you go. I took down the Big Daddy. That's pretty much how you take down the Big Daddy. Just here's what you do. When he stomps the ground and like yells, wait for him to finish that animation. Shock him, because he's gonna charge you. If he starts charging you, shock his ass. Shock his ass while he starts charging you too, because just shock Big Daddies. They are vulnerable to. It lasts a long time too. It lasts quite an incredible amount of time for taking down Big Daddies. Yeah, just use electric buck shots because it's again an instant shock and it does damage. Electro Bolt does damage, but not very much damage. And yes, you could probably use your wrench to hit him right in the head, but that's something that is just gonna piss him off even more. So right here, I'm gonna grab Armored Shell, and I'm gonna switch out for Static Discharge. What Armored Shell basically does is it gives me more defense. As you noticed, I didn't buy Enrage. Why did I not buy Enrage? One, it's a waste of Adam. Two, what Enrage does is you throw it at an enemy, and if that enemy is around a group of enemies, he'll attack all of those enemies. If that Splicer does not die from that whole group of enemies, he'll come after your ass. Yeah, they'll come after you. That's what it is. Like if you hit it on like a Big Daddy, that Big Daddy will kill off everything in that room, including you. He's pissed and he wants your butt. He wants your ass. Right in here, there's actually a Nacho Splice that does spawn, so just, you know, dispatch of them. Again, use my little trick here. Just, you know, if he throws a grenade, you've got plenty of time to use Telekinesis and throw it right back at him. It's not that hard to do. So there we go, and as you've seen, he started to catch on fire, and when they catch on fire, or when the grenade box starts to catch on fire, that's when they actually blow up. So, alright folks, we're nearing the end of the video, and I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time when we play some more BioShock No Vita-Chamber. Bye.